live. Holy moly. We'll just give it a minute or two and see if it's live. I don't believe it is. Hey, wait a minute. Dang, it's working. I tried to get on this thing a while ago. Greg, how are you? And Siri, is that right? Did I pronounce it right? How are you? Cool. I am amazed. I've been trying. Hey, Karen, I've been trying to go live, and I hadn't got 1,000 subs yet. I am so close, it ain't even funny. But I'm doing it on the webcam here in the house. Let's see if I can make this. Daniel Ray. Hello, Tony. We met the other day. Daniel, how are you? I had a great time at Beach Mountain. Guys, I met Daniel at the top of Beach Mountain at the Land of Oz. This past Thursday, I went to the Land of Oz. Back in the 70s, I guess the early 70s, I went there. It was hey Nez, an amusement park dedicated to the Wizard of Oz. And I think in the 80s, it shut down. And I have been trying to get there for the longest time. And I just happened to be up in that area this past Thursday and decided I would go film. And I did. And it was really cool. So I've got a video coming out. I may release that this coming Wednesday. Hey, you can't hear me. Okay, let's see what the deal is. Can anybody hear me? Let's see. Maybe I have this thing plugged in the wrong way. Karen, your audio is good. Daniel, can you hear? Okay, good. So things is right. I am not the most technological savvy person that there is. I am solely responsible myself for blowing a computer up. I am serious. I made smoke come out the back of it, and the fellow that works for me actually told me to leave the computer at work alone. So, has anybody had a chance to watch my video that came out today about the world's most rare motorcycle? It's kind of maybe boring to some people because it's basically this English guy that is just basically giving a lecture talking about this motorcycles. But if you're into motorcycles, you really love it because this motorcycle was like walled up in a wall for like 50 years. And the plumber was doing some work in this house, and he knocked the brick out and saw it back in between two walls. I have to slowly read. Yeah, Craig, there's a little car in there that Mike from the American Pickers actually bought and sold that guy. There's a bunch of other stuff in there too. But Wheels Through Time Museum is what I'm talking about. That's where that motorcycle is, and there is so many motorcycles and motorcycle related things in there. It's just amazing that all that belongs to one man. I tell you, the air conditioning business has kept me hopping today. It has been really, really hot. I think it got up to like 95, and I actually had to do a little work in the attic this morning, and I'm getting too old for that mess. Oh, why did they stash it in the wall? That's what was so neat is, this is around World War One time, and the man that the motorcycle is called a Traub. He actually changed his name to Trout because he had a German name, and during World War One, even though he was an American, he didn't want to be identified as a German because, well, World War One, Germany and all could have caused some problems, and because of the need for metal, for iron, for brass, and all for making guns and bullets, they figured it would probably be confiscated, so they took it, hid it in a wall, and Hey, Nick. Hey, movie name mania Nick. How are you? But because this motorcycle was so finely machined and the wheels were like perfect, farther above any other motorcycle of its time, and the guy was a master machinist, and he was able to make these things in where he worked at. It's kind of cool. Oh, Movie Mania Nick won the Bama Cam. Do you ever come to Ohio? I've been there a few times. Actually, some of my ancestors were from there, the ones on the Yankee side. Nez, are you going to Gatlinburg next month? I was there this past Thursday night. Thank you, Nick. Enjoyed of course, all that stuff about motorcycles is just amazing. And there are a lot of stories in there. And I love when I can go into a museum and just pick out just one thing, and there's a whole story right behind that one item. And that motorcycle was really cool. I tell you, the video is coming out soon about the rest of that museum. There's an airplane in there that a young man made in high school. This was back probably somewhere around 1925 or so. That he actually made an airplane in high school with a Harley Davidson engine in it. Yeah, I saw those little people wrestling on NTL Vlogs the other night. Hey, an Indian powwow in Indian Trail, North Carolina. I want to. That's on my list. When is that? I'll make a special effort to go. You saying Jacob has the little people on today? I actually went to an Indian powwow or a dance competition up, right on the North Carolina South in Landrum, just last summer, I think. all you people that are watching, I'll go ahead and throw this out to you. That if you like my videos, share them with your friends, especially like on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that. Tell them about me, and word of mouth is the best advertising in the world. And I guess that's like with my hey Benton, that's like with my business. I've been in business for myself a little better than 30 years. And I like to think my business is successful. It pays the bills, affords me to go goof off most of the time, but it's word of mouth. Michelle Davis, hey there. I finally got the streaming to work. I tell you something else, it blew my mind. I'm riding down the interstate on my way home Friday night, and a guy pulls up beside us in the car, and he's holding a camera out the window, and he gives us a big old thumb up. Hey, Samantha, he gives us a big old thumb up. He saw the back of my glass. It's got looking for adventure. Carolina Tony, please subscribe. It's on the back of my truck window. Benton, I am a heating and air conditioning contractor. And I have been doing that business for I've been doing that kind of work for 43 years. I got out of it for probably 3 or 4 years, trying to think I might could do something else, but it didn't work out. It's what I was born to do. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's fun. And listen, like I say about anything, if you don't like it, don't do it. Everything that I do, I love. It's like with my videos, all the places that I put on film, those are places that I've been way before I ever got into YouTube, and love to travel, love to explore and find new things. You can quit your day job. YouTube pays big bucks. Ha ha ha. I make no money. I'd love to. My wife told me that I can't go too far until YouTube starts sending me a check. I'm not flying anywhere. I've been fortunate enough over the last few years that when she has to go out of town on a business trip, I can tag along. And while she's in meetings all day, I explore Lansford Canal. Lansford. Is that near Rock Hill? I haven't filmed there, but here's another little piece of information for you. For the last 35 years, I have been a Civil War reenactor, and I've actually done a reenactment or a lantern tour there at Lansford Canal. Hey, Joe. Back in when my children was smaller and they used to be able to go with us, we did about 2 reenactments a month, about 9 months out of the year. And I have slowed it down now. I do about 1 a year. It's getting where there are not enough hours in the day and enough days in the month to do everything I want to do. Familiar with the Chattanooga area? I've been there a few times. I've got a couple videos that I've done, of course, Rock City and all. But I'll tell you somewhere I want to go. I want to go to the tow truck museum. But it seems like every time I've been there, they've been closed. Hey, I'll tell you something else. This is awesome. If you watch my videos, you've seen that I've done the NASCAR drive a few times. That's the most awesome thing I think I've ever done, to go over 160 miles an hour in a stock car all by yourself. But this past Saturday was my birthday, and my family asked me what I wanted, and I got what I wanted. In September, I am going scuba diving with a whale shark in the Atlanta Aquarium. I can't wait, because that thing is big as a school bus. I'm just kind of reading the comments here. Yeah, I went, I think, last year sometime, back before Christmas. Excuse me. I went back before Christmas, and specifically to see that thing, and it's just amazing. I have done snorkeling in the Caribbean with stingrays, and those things are neat too. They swim right up to you. But some of the stingrays that are in that aquarium, those things are huge, like 6 foot across wingspan. But my son and daughter and wife, they all went in together and got me this dive with the whale shark. I've been scuba diving, I guess, let's see, probably for 20 years. Hadn't really been in the water, I guess, in the last 10. Let's see. Let me bring up something on a question I want to ask you guys, if you're still there. Let's see. Have y'all seen my video on the Oak Ridge Secret City in Oak Ridge, Tennessee? Video on the Oak Ridge Secret City in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. On Sunday morning, I watch this TV show that comes on called Mysteries of the Museum, and that's how I get a lot of the ideas for places that I go. And they did a story on that, so that was something I just had to go see. And when I got there, it was really hard to find some of that stuff. I actually found that small museum, and the guy was able to tell me a lot about that stuff. And I just thought that was just amazing that all those 75,000 people live there. And most of the people that lived there didn't have a clue what their neighbor did as far as work, because you wasn't supposed to talk about it. And there was like a billboard that was put up that says "Loose lips sink ships." Couldn't go visit your family unless you had special permission. So it was like you're in a fenced-in area, but there was schools there and grocery stores, swimming pools, everything that you'd need. Wasn't really any need to leave. You just couldn't. So betting your grandfather worked there. I would have loved to have been able to find some people that worked there and ask them what it was like. I tell you, a lot of us, we miss out on that when we were young, that we didn't take the time to ask all those questions. I remember my wife used to have an uncle. He's passed away now, but he used to come from Salisbury every Christmas over to my mother-in-law's house. And I just thought of him at the time as just an old weird guy. Shoot, now I'm one. But after he passed away, I found out that he was a paratrooper, and he jumped into Normandy during D-Day and was wounded, and went back into service. He also served in Vietnam and in Korea and Vietnam. Just the stories he could have probably told. All right, good night, Nick. You have a good one. Well, guys, I tell you, I really want to thank all of y'all for stopping by. I'm just totally elated that we've got a good chat going on. I really appreciate it. Now that I've figured out how to do this, maybe I can do some more. Y'all be sure to watch the videos coming out Wednesday. The Wizard of Oz. Hi. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. But anyway, y'all have a great night. And for now, y'all have a good day.